Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Hardcore Harry Plays Some Shit. Tonight we're going to play Outlast. Actually, it was like last night, but I've actually played this twice already. The first time, through my own stupidity, I accidentally forget to hit start recording on the video, so I have no gameplay video, no video of the game itself, yet audio of me. So I'm like, you know what, I'll replay it. I replayed it again, even though I hit record on the audio for whatever reason, it didn't actually pick anything up. Even though it was recording, it didn't pick anything up, so that whole thing was done. So I thought to myself, I'm like, okay, I can play it a third time. Like, the reactions would just be so just not genuine. I didn't want to do that. I'm like, you know, I could skip it. Didn't want to do that because what really discouraged me and disappointed me is that I finally, if you've seen any of my older Let's Plays, you see how uncomfortable I am in front of the camera and doing it. I wasn't uncomfortable at all for this. I felt great. It felt smooth, natural. It was wonderful, and I wanted to capture that. So I'm like, you know what? I have the video. Why not just record me reacting to the video of me playing? Not as great, but still hopefully a little entertaining here. Gives me a little more practice in front of the camera. So it's going to be 2 parts like this, and then after that I'll get back into the game real time. You'll see me playing the game, get all the reactions, and see how scared shitless I get. I do consider myself a pretty brave person. Like, I can paranormal investigate, I love it, and I'm fine. Horror movies are my favorite movies, but you know, just horror video games scare the shit out of me. I go in the dark woods, go in an abandoned building, the adrenaline pumps, but I'm having fun. I still have fun with this, but I get the shit scared out of me. So it's probably about to start here in a minute. That should be. Let's see. There it is. Normal difficulty. Outlast contains intense violence, graphic sexual content, strong language. Please enjoy. I will, because I love those. You're a Miles Upshur, an investigative reporter whose ambition is about to earn him an intimate tour of hell on earth. Always willing to risk digging into the stories no other journalists would dare investigate, you will seek out the dark secret at the heart of Mount Massive Asylum. Stay alive as long as you can, record everything. You're not a fighter to navigate the horrors of Mount Massive and expose the truth. Your only choices are to run, hide, or die. Sorry if I'm reading too fast, guys. I want to make sure I read it while it's still on screen, because like I said, I'm watching myself play this real time. I edited the video up, cut it down as much as I could. I wanted to make it 1 part, but that's not going to happen. It's going to have to be 2 parts, but still, I'm just watching it through. I'm sitting here watching it through, not getting up for anything. Going to record till it's done. But it's a very fun game. Very scary. I get scared a lot in it. Like I said, I love paranormal investigating. I love horror movies, but scary video games, I don't know, man. It just pumps. It really gets things going. It really scares the shit out of me because you're yourself walking through with a character, and the jump scares happen, or the creepiness happens, and the sounds in this game are just great. You'll see that they really set the mood. Just drive here a little bit. On the road again. Going to this creepy place on the road again. Don't know what the hell is wrong with me, just turn around. Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't be doing this. I love paranormal investigating, but I wouldn't be doing this shit, I would tell you that much. See, another thing that added to the fun of this, and maybe why I was so loose and able to, be comfortable, was that every jump scare, I took a sip of beer. A big sip of beer, and there were quite a few, so I wasn't really tipsy, but I was getting there, and I was at least loosened up enough. But yeah, I mean, it's fun. I'm going to do that in the next part. Like I said, this is going to be 2 parts like this with the commentary, and then after that I'm going to go to back to finish the game, hopefully, as long as I don't mess anything up again, or some active nature doesn't mess it up again. I'm going to play it normal. But here we go. September 17th, 2013. Bunch of numbers at mutemail.com to milesupshur@gmail.com. Tip: illegal activity at Murkoff Psychiatric Systems. You don't know me. Have to make this quick. I might be monitoring. I did 2 weeks of software consultant at Murkoff Psychiatric Facilities in Mount Massive. All sorts of NDAs. I'm very much breaking right now. But seriously, fuck those guys. Fuck them. Terrible things happening there. Don't understand it. Don't believe half the things I saw. Doctors talking about dream therapy going too deep. Finding something that had been waiting for them in the mountain. People are being hurt, and Murkoff is making money. Needs to be exposed. So why can't somebody else expose? Why is it got to be me? I don't want to do this shit. Yeah, I'm going to try to keep this entertaining. I've already seen this twice, actually 3 times, because when I edited the video, I watched most of it again. But it's still scary. Like the jump scares still get you. It's a good game. It is a good game. Another problem I ran into with it, what I did is I actually shut off all the lights on this side of the house completely. And here, I had the low light compensation on my webcam, which when I had the screw like everything up, it looked great. Like it was like, oh, it's perfect lighting. Everything looks dark, but just a little bit of illumination on my face. Well, unfortunately, getting into the game, when it got dark, I was not there at all. Like you could not see me at all, which sucked a lot. But, just one more thing that. Oh, there we go. So I made a funny joke at one point, at least the first playthrough. I went into the guard shack, checked everything, and was like, oh, looks like everything's great. Nothing going on here. We'll just go ahead and leave. And then, boom, gate shut. That sucked. As soon as it turned around, the gate shut. It was funny. I loved it. But, you know, whatever. You guys get to share the joke with me here. Some kids' drawings here. The desk, nice little computer. Don't know the password for the terminals. It's so creepy. It's so creepy. The noise, like the sound is perfect. Everything in this is perfect. This is where it teaches you can either slowly creak open the doors to look around, or you can kick them open. I usually do this slow, but I think I kick in this point. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, I tried to anyway. There we go. Yeah, I kick it open because I played it. I know that it doesn't do anything for me. Note. I started feeling sick just looking at this place. Me too, bro. Mount Massive Asylum shut down amid scandal and government secrecy in 1971. Reopened by Murkoff Psychiatric Systems in 2009 under the guise of a charitable organization. Cell phone reception cut off abruptly a mile out, more like a jammer than a lost signal. Murkoff Corporation has a long track record of disguising profit as charity, but never an American soul. Not here in America. Whatever they thought they could get out of this place has to be big. Might finally be the story that breaks the bastards. Doubt it. You know, highly doubt that, but whatever. Just march headlong and by ourselves against large corporations, see what happens, because they're just going to let us come in with a camera and you know, let's get whatever information we need. So your camcorder, whenever it's raised, that starts recording things. That dude up in the window there, then he ran and shuts lights off again. I don't think I noticed that. Well, I might notice it the first time around. I can't remember. All these, yeah, this is here is a sign. These, oh, it looks like military vehicles basically. To run, hold down LB. I love when a game tells you that, and you're like, oh, well, obviously I need to run for something. So, in this case, it seems just to be to get faster, but you eventually use the run. Oh, that scared me. And I've played this already. I knew there's nothing there. I thought it was something that I missed. Yeah, we crawl under here. Seems safe. This round about just turn around and brave the mountains and see what happens. Of course the door would be locked. Why wouldn't it be? That's why I learned how to do that. First time around I didn't learn that. Drop. Some scaffolding. Seems safe. Camcorder active. You can zoom in and out with up and down, which is nice. Here I'm just playing around. I should have watched a little more of this, but most of this is important stuff I gotta do. I cut out some like little stupid stuff, but I wanted to keep most of it because it's all atmosphere. So if you start cutting stuff out with this game, you kind of lose the atmosphere. It loses the fear a little bit. So I tried to leave as much as possible. I did cut a good bit, but I tried to leave as much intact as possible. Scaffolding seems safe. You know, the fact that I have to climb up here to get into this building seems like a real good idea. Oh, look at that. As soon as I get in, the lights go off. Go frickin' figure. This is another mechanic that's really cool with the game, is the camera. It's, you know, then you have to turn it on to use the night vision. Now, another thing with that is your battery does die. So you can pick up new batteries as you go along, but your batteries do die. So you have to You can't just run around with the night vision camera on. You have to, be strategic about it. So, like I said, I mean, the sound is great in this game. It just little noises here and there, and it just, it sets the mood. Just creeps you out. Like that there. Just, TV static sounds like that. At this point, I'm taking a drink. Because I'm watching the video with my original little webcam there. You can kind of see it every once in a while. But I was taking a drink there. That'll be cut out. You can see this over top of that. Okay, good. I can actually look at this for a change. There is blood there. So, the blood there's bloody footprints. Or at least I think there was bloody footprints. But the first and second time I played it, I didn't look. So when I came out, I'm like, that blood wasn't there before. But I kind of figured it was, and I just missed it. And I was right. And this was even cool. I was looking at this I'm like, what is that knocking noise? I didn't notice that in my first playthrough. And it's the trees knocking on the window. Like, everything in this game it's like so detailed. Just every little thing, every little sound that they can add to it. Just it's so good. It is so good. They do a good job of setting a very creepy environment. If you see me looking down every once in a while, I'm looking at the time because I do have to split this in half. I don't have to, but I should, because I know, for me anyway, I can't sit there and watch a super long video. So I try to keep it short enough for everybody, but also long enough that it's getting done in more than or less than 2,000 episodes. Murkoff Psychiatric Systems, Project Wallrider, Mount Massive CO, case number 174, patient initials WPH, not MPH, WPH, Billy. Consultation dated 2012-10-14, initial date of patient consult 2009-412, patient age 19, gender male, observing physician Dr. Carl Houston, DVNR. Therapy status, patient claims to progress to self-directed lucid dream states. Morphogenic engine activity observed at unprecedented scale. Continuing stage 4 hormone schedule. Diagnostics. Spirometry revealed no bronchial accumulation. Hemocrit centrifuge again failed to separate erythrocytes. Highly worrisome. MRI revealed arrhythmic REM-NREM cycle. Laughter in NREM state. Interview notes. Bless you, Eddie. Eddie sneezed. Billy asks about the status of his mother's lawsuit against Murkoff in the asylum. This represents a catastrophic breach in security. Hi, Eddie. Despite Billy's claims that he discovered the truth in the blood dreams of Dr. Traeger, note the only Traeger on company records, one Richard Traeger, is an executive from NRD. All orderlies and security personnel must be questioned and video security improved to include analytical biometrics. Murkoff Psychiatric Systems, Project Wallrider, Mount Massive CO. All right, Eddie, bud, you're gonna. No, come here, buddy. Sorry, guys. Eddie wants to be part of the action, but he's gonna end up cutting out the recording. So there's the blood. You can sit on my lap, bud. There you go. There's the bloody footprints. I don't know if those were there. But, yeah. Like, the first time I played it, I was like, oh, look at that. Door shutting. Who's in there? Huh? Who's in there? What are you hiding there? Here's some, apparently a can of pop with some intestine. Somebody just went up in there. That's creepy. Some cola, not Peepus, not Still Joke from Markiplier and Friends, but not Peepus. Definitely not. It's definitely not the voice of a new generation. Hey, Eddie's so cute, guys. Hope you get to know him as well through YouTube, because he'll probably be on a lot of videos, both willing and unwilling. Through here, nothing. It's like I said, even just that squealing. The sound is perfect. It's so good. Hopefully I lined the video and audio and everything up good. It should be. Oh, there's this Yahoo. So we go through here. If you look in the distance, there's somebody running, some Yahoo running through there too. Like, inmates are now running the asylum. Literally, not just figuratively. I didn't know the exact point it's coming. I'm trying to keep my mouth shut too, because the second playthrough, I started running my mouth like, oh yeah, here comes a jump scare. Like, yeah, ruin that for your audience. That's great. That's how you get that audience retention. So I'm gonna try to keep my mouth shut this time. So, but I mean, let's be honest. Look at these yahoos. Like, just from what we're reading already, they probably all deserve it. They seem like pricks. Look at this.
They killed us.
I want to know why his eyes are all like that.
The variants. You can't fight them.
I mean,
You have to hide. You can unlock the main doors from security control.
you could. You could honestly fight them if you really tried harder. Although this guy in all of his Master Chief armor didn't do too well. The fuck out, yeah. Alright, cool, man. I'm inside. Bodies everywhere. Blood, burn marks, heads lined up like bottles behind a bar. It's a terrible analogy. Dead Murkoff scientists hung from the ceiling. Their badges say Murkoff Advanced Research Systems. Murkoff's longtime MO has been to profit off the exploitation of supposed charity. Fuck the third world and bankroll another billion. How did Murkoff think they would make money off of building full crazy people? There's some kind of tactical cop pinned like a pig on spit. Tells me get the fuck out and then dies. I mean, he told you more than that, but whatever. Would have been a good thing to hear when I could still leave the way I came. I tried to tell you. On the way in even, I said, fuck it. Don't, just turn around. We don't need to go here. Let's go, yeah, let's find a nice Permanis, go get some sandwiches. It's a Pittsburgh restaurant for the non-local people. You like being on YouTube, bud? I don't know if you guys can actually see him, but he's on my lap. See up there, my battery's dying. It's like another part of the sound, like just how heavy your breathing gets when you're scared shitless. The only thing I don't like realistically, if I was in this situation, I would find, I don't care, a board with a nail in it, a chair leg, a whole chair, whatever, I'd find something to use as a weapon. I guess got cat fur all in my mouth. Oh, we got a battery. Bloodstain, smash mirror. Got a nice little hand in the toilet there. Let's continue on our merry way, shall we? So I tried to cut out some of the idle walking around, but it really does set the mood. If I just cut all over the place. Butcher from Diablo over here just threw me out the window. And this son of a bee.
And who are you, then?
I'm your mother, you son of a bitch. Let's do this thing. You ain't got your muscler to back you up, do you? What's up you are then? Oh,
merciful God, you have sent me an apostle. Guard your life, son. You have a calling.
So if we're friends, right? Why don't you let me be your friend? Call off your goon squad. Call off your goon squad. Let me do my thing. Let's expose this shit together. Proclaim the gospel. So we gotta access the security doors. A fine security guard you were. All these phones, man. I like the phones in my work. Murkoff Corp, United States Office, warrant for seizure, case number 294758104, in the matter of seizure of Mount Massive Psychiatric Center, Murkoff Psychiatric Systems, Mount Massive Wilderness Area, Country Road 112. Affidavits have been made before the Board of Directors by Murkoff Hardline Security, MHS, who has reason to believe catastrophic security failure, psychiatric center with imminent danger of environment contamination. We are satisfied that the affidavits and testimony establish sufficient evidence to require urgent action on the part of MHS and grounds for the issuance of this warrant. You're hereby required to grant MHS full access to all facilities and surrender complete authority to its agents. By acceptance of this document, you and any surviving relatives surrender all claims of litigation against the Murkoff Corp or its subsidiaries for the actions of MHS or the circumstances which required their actions, regardless of I am reading much faster than I did the first time. Regardless of, I said, responsibility. For one word, all that. Sounds like getting fucked. Well, I didn't sign anything, so I am suing the shit out of you people when I get out of here. The shit. You ain't gonna have any money left over after this shit. So yeah, when I was setting up for this, when I was setting up, or when I was deciding if I was gonna play this or just get my thoughts together here. So when I decided to sit down and play this, it was actually between this and Resident Evil 7. I definitely wanted to do a horror game next. Yeah, I did all funny stuff, all that. I wanted to do a horror game. So, like, whatever, maybe this or Resident Evil 7. I was actually leaning towards Resident Evil 7 because it's still like a survival horror game, but you can fight. I prefer the games where you can fight back. So I was leaning towards that. But then, I'd never played this before previously. It's been out for years. Come here, bud. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to put Eddie on the chair over here. There you go, buddy. Lay down with me for a little bit. There you go. I'm already beat all to hell, picking broken glass out of my scalp, a couple cracked ribs, nearly killed by a deformed giant. Looks like somebody tried to fuck start his head with a cheese grater. I love that. He throws me through a wall and knocks me unconscious. I wake up and some doughy old man with a face like an alcoholic kitty fiddler and a homemade priest outfit calls me his apostle. Not a job I asked for. Their words scrawled in blood everywhere. I'm getting an ugly feeling in my gut that the priest is writing them in for my benefit. Well, at least they're for your benefit, right? Hi, Eddie. Excuse me again, guys. I love you, bud. Excuse me, buddy. I love you, bud. I don't want you to hit stop record on this because I don't want to have to record this a 19th time. See, that was like, even that scares you, right? Even that, the sound of that just, like I said, like the sounds are just awesome. But even that, I didn't even notice it until that noise. But then I realized it wasn't that noise at all. The door made that noise because that door was shut, or was open. Excuse me, it was not shut. It was open, and I didn't notice that at first either. I was like, oh, cool. But like I was saying. So I was leaning towards Resident Evil 7 because I'd never played Outlast before, and I've been into the Resident Evil series, so I'm like, I'll just play that. I'm more familiar with it. But then I was looking, and I found out that Outlast 2 is coming out. And I'm like, well, what better opportunity here? So I don't have a whole lot of time to record, especially after I've wasted so much time. From Helen Grant, Group 8416 at Murkoff.lu. Subject, Project Wallrider, on-site inspection. Dear sirs, full report pending. No immediate action is required on the part of the Murkoff Corp. The profit potential of Project Wallrider remains staggeringly high. The 4 fatalities contain enough ambiguous data to make any litigation, if evidence is correctly managed, impossible. Project Wallrider remains a dangerous initiative, and there will be almost certainly further casualties. As with the others, however, family and government interest in the patients is so low as to make any chance of legal actions vanishingly unlikely. Violence among patients is increasing as the morphogenic engine therapy gets closer to producing working models, but a combination of physical and chemical restraints has proven sufficiently effective to assure continued control and profit. Respectfully, Helen Grant. Better be respectfully, bitch. Helen Granite. I figured, like I said, I apologize. I don't know how much time I'm going to actually have to record because I haven't had a whole lot lately, not nearly as much as I want. Murkoff Legal Mitigation Department. But the plan is to get like a new episode out every day, hopefully, and get this thing done by the time 2 comes out, and then I can start immediately on 2. If not, it might be a little behind, like a week or 2 behind, but I do plan on finishing this very soon and heading into 2. 2 looks good. 2 looks really good. Deal with cults and stuff. It's probably going to be even scarier than this, although sounds are pretty scary. Like the sounds, I don't know, they've always fascinated me, even as a kid. Just like the paranormal stuff behind them. I'd love to investigate one, but even just the history,
Why should we have to pay for it? Why do we have to die? Walker will kill us just for being sick. Who is those people? We didn't choose them!
So, but I've actually been to Penhurst Asylum in Philly, which Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures, a lot of those shows went and actually, investigated there. But these guys, former staff, you look at the years, the dates, older staff, that guy's, funny looking. This guy got a weird eye. Like back in his day, I'm surprised they didn't consider that like a mental deformity and try to kill him or lobotomize him or something. Yeah, at least it wasn't us, right? Right. But yeah, so me and my girlfriend went to Penhurst, and it was just an awesome time. We went during Halloween, so they have like a haunted house during Halloween, and it's really fun. Like they do like 4 separate houses. The last one technically isn't a house. It's you explore a section of the one building on your own. Not really on your own. Like there's a line, but they kind of split it up a little bit. But cool thing with that is like I didn't take any EVPs or anything, but like you just go through. It's a lot of original stuff, and it just like historical wise, it's cool. It's cool seeing that, and like it's kind of upsetting. Like you see, that's the conditions that like things were in back then. And they thought that was okay, and I don't think there might have been some, but like overall, I don't think there was any maliciousness behind it. It was just they thought it was okay. It seemed like that, like this is how it's worked. They didn't really understand how it worked. But yeah, it was really awesome. Actually, at the one point at the end, we went to we were going through with the line, and this lady started going on the rope, and one of the staff members stops her. I mean, it could have been all an act, but like the line was pretty much non-stop, so it's kind of hard to set it up. But the lady was going on the rope, and staff's like, "Why are you going on the rope?" She goes, "Well, that little girl is." And like look around, I was like, "There's no little girl." So if that was real, that's really cool, like really cool. I wish I would have took EVPs or something, but I plan on going. Like we want to go again this Halloween, or somewhere, even just like Moundsville Penitentiary in West Virginia would be awesome. Stay overnight. Just want to do it so bad. It's going on YouTube too. Murkoff Psychiatric Assistance, Project Wallrider, Mount Massive, Colorado, case number 136, patient initial CLW Walker. Consultation date of 2013-5/28, initial date of patient consult 2011-1/28, patient age 32, gender male, observing physician Dr. Rudolph Wernicke, notation by Dr. Walsh. Oh, there we go. Therapy status, morphogenic engine activity plateaued at roughly 2,000 ppm, unsafe to progress beyond stage 3 hormone schedule. Diagnostics, spirometry revealed light to medium bronchial accumulation. MRI scans consistent with patient's reported dreams. Interview notes. Walker is interviewed in restraints. Following his self-inflicted mutilations, restraint has had to be altered to accommodate his enormous dick. Not really. Come on. His enormous size. Extensive dermal eruptions as consistent with failed morphogenic engine cellular activity, and claims the skin ripped from his forehead allows him for a truer way of seeing. Seems to have some boyhood experience with tuatara lizards in their parietal eyes. He has expressed anxiety about his flesh, specifically around his lips and nose. Attending orderlies should be advised to watch for further self-mutilation. The mental traumas he sustained while serving in Afghanistan seem to be retarding progression of the ME process. His predominant fixation amplified by therapy is a manic exaggeration of military security protocol. Continuation of both chemical and physical restraints is highly recommended. So, with that, I actually went further than I originally planned to this, but with that, I'm going to wrap it up in this episode. So, hope you guys are enjoying so far. Hope you tune in to the next episode. Let me know how the commentary thing works out, because I might do it more just, as something different to do, but for the rest of Outlast, I definitely want to play through normal. So, remember, just want you guys to have not just a great day, have a hardcore day. I'll see you again real soon.